Jogan, you wrote there is understanding through seeing about present moment awareness. Can oblique does the stickiness to body mind suffering truly end? I know I am beyond, but does the discomfort of separateness truly end? I don't know how to ask. Then after that you say, joy is also a state of no mind, but the sense of separateness, does it stay? I don't know how to ask. I'll just generally share, uh, and then if you have a specific question, you can ask that. There are only really two states of the being. One is a sleep state, and one is awake state. No, there are no other states really, but there are different degrees of sleep, and there are different degrees of waking up to yourself also. And based on that, we experience so many things, and also based on that, what we experience, we see it as true, that this is the truth. It is not truth. Anything that you can experience is not ultimate truth. You who experiences is truer than that actually at any point of time. No? And this is the awakening part of it, that you start waking up to the truth that I am the experiencer, not that I am what I am dependent on so much on experiences. Then you don't define so much your experiences in a spiritual or conceptual way. You also don't demand so much change in your experiences. Like, how does it really matter what experience I am going through right now? As far as I am concerned, I remain same. No, like you can ask always yourself, am I my own experience? How it is possible that I am my experience? I am experience of my own self. You cannot be experience of your own self. You can have a experience of yourself, which is the body, mind, and the climate providing you this space or a resource in which you are able to experience yourself. But does not mean that that experience will be called yourself. No, still the experiencer of it is called yourself. Even the experiencer of even the experience of yourself is not anything ultimate. No, you are still higher than that. Who experiences it? No, because you will remain after that. You were before that also. No, so I just generally would say like this, that any trouble, any confusion, any sense of stuckness is a call for waking up more from your being. This is a call really. Like you are able to sense that I want more now. More basically always means I want more of myself or more of my pure self. No, pure self is not like something to be created, but more like developing sensitivity for it or a decision that I kind of want to live myself more, not that I want to work on things more. So Jogan, this is a general thing I felt like sharing with you, which actually covers everything that you said. But as I said, if you have a specific question, you can ask. You say, I will speak. Okay, please speak.
Namaste.
Namaste, Jogan.
So you said from sleeping to waking
Sleeping?
to waking up in
Yeah,
the morning.
yeah.
So there is also, when I wake up, I realize that while I was sleeping, I didn't exist.
Can you say again this somehow last word was kind of missed.
Hmm. When I wake up, there is, obviously, when I wake up, I realize this. But there is a time when I don't exist in sleep, in deep sleep.
Uh-huh.
So there's confusion here about experience the experiencer, and also the sense of not existing.
Yeah.
I don't know. And actually, it's all jumbled up. There's also um, it almost feels like if there is nothing happening, if if there is no movement, there is no mind because there's nothing to register. So that's when it feels it could you one could say that I don't exist. Then as soon as there's experience, as soon as there's movement, I wake up, there's light entering, there's hava on my body, there's breath, and then experiencing starts and I exist. And that sense of separateness starts. So I think what I'm trying to ask is, can that sense of separateness ever completely dissolve where there's just stillness of being or just pure now, just present moment awareness? That's it.
And why it should disappear? Like, can I ask you, like, why?
Because it feels like that sense of separateness creates just a little lingering sense of discomfort, discontented, not quite. So when I'm quiet and when I'm not, giving ice cream or serving tea to my mind, I'm happy, dancing, singing, enjoying, whatever, because there's nothing to indulge with, right? There's nothing to engage with. So it's all good. But that sense of separateness is always like a little drop or something, always lingering in the back. Like, I don't know even have words for it.
No, no, that's fine. So let us see
It's really
what is
confusing.
separateness.
That's why I went through this big rangreli for you.
Let us see. So what do you mean by separateness? Separate from what? Let's right now go deep in it and see what it is, and we solve it right now. So what is separateness for you? Separate from what? That you are experiencing separateness, and so which you don't want to experience like this. Can it disappear forever? So separateness from what? Like, what are the two elements? You and what is the other thing?
The other thing is the feeling or the thought of separate.
Ah.
Hmm.
Actually, try to understand one thing, Jogan,
Mm.
that truth is always truth, false is always false. It is you who will choose truth or false. False being the false view towards the same truth, which exists when you see it as truth, which exists also when you don't see it as truth. The difference is that when you don't see the truth as it is, you live in your own idea about it, versus you will now live in the truth. So when you are living in the truth, there is an experience of separateness in you. So what is wrong in that? Either it exists or it doesn't. Either it is true or it is not. What is the problem? This is the view of isness. Either that sense of separateness is there or it is not there. And when you feel it is there, yeah, it is there actually. It is there means it is really there. Like then you don't need to be in a hurry to work on it. Rather, you can comfortably live that. Okay, let's see what is the sense of separateness. And you know now the nature of it. Now you know the truth of it also. So like this, we can know the truth of everything actually, whatever bothers us. And we don't need to work on it necessarily from day one or from the first moment. But then there is really nothing left to be worked upon if you can live everything as it is, including the separateness. That, hey, I wake up in the morning, then I know I exist. What you're saying is very true, very, very correct also. No? Then in the night, I don't exist. No, because there is no, I don't experience anything. And in your own speaking, you have your own answer. Because you're speaking, in your speaking, you are kind of somehow avoiding, in a way, being fully aware of what you are saying. If you speak and be aware of what you're saying, you will get the answer of it. Because theoretically, in discussion, this may look very correct that, yeah, I don't exist in the night. But how do you know that you don't exist in the night? This is the answer. But it's a practical answer. It's a realistic, experiential answer, not a discussion. And you feel, yeah, how do I know that I don't exist in the night? You will get the answer of it. No?
I wake up. I am here to know that I have fallen asleep and I don't exist. But let's just for the ease of speaking, the realization dawns only when I wake up. While I'm sleeping, I don't think I know. I don't know that I'm asleep because at that moment I'm not there. So there is nothing. There is no movement. So there's just. And then I wake up.
Actually, you are overlooking something here. Like
Yeah.
there's like a blind spot here, which I'm trying to highlight.
Mm-hmm.
But you have to listen also a little bit what I'm saying. Then only I can help you. No, right now. I'm not saying that whether your detailing is correct or not. I fully trust you, and I say that okay, what you're saying is true. My question is, how do you know this? This how is the answer, and this will make your whatever you are saying is false also. Meaning it will make it factually true, but fundamentally false. Factually true that yeah, I wake up in the morning, then only I know that I exist now. Actually, no, no, it's not true. It's not true. So my question is, how exactly you know this? Just feel right now, and you will be surprised actually that what a blind spot here.
I have to exist before I come and go.
You have to exist.
Before I come and go.
Yeah, that's the funny part you are not noticing, no? Like this is the impossible thing really for any being to accept actually that I am not constant. Being is constant. Being means to exist is to exist constantly. There is just no other way of existing. But to experience your being in different way is very different for different beings. Experiencing being different, but existing, the truth of existing is very different. Just feel right now that I exist, and now try to convince yourself that I only sometime exist. But try to convince yourself based on your experience of this moment right now, not based on what you think about it or what you know in the mind about it. Right now, I invite every one of you, just feel your existence, like you know that I exist. No, now feel your existence. Now try to convince yourself that I only exist in the waking state. Bring all your spiritual understandings and try to convince yourself now. You will laugh at this whole effort. Like, yeah, you may be able to convince yourself, but you will not be happy with that conviction. You will not be happy. You will not be contented. Like, it cannot be true. You will feel like this. Why you feel like this? Because it is built in your being, in your existence, that you are constant. It's just that you have to know it now, meaning know it consciously. Consciously means your mind has to know it. Your mind knows that you wake up in the morning and you sleep in the night. Now your mind has to know that actually you are constant. Also, like this. Very little bit of it. Not that you have to remain awake all night. You can very happily relax, very deep, sleep like a baby, but still you know that I exist continuously. So this is a different knowledge than we imagine normally. That I will be able to see myself seeing the dreams, that I will be able to see myself in the deep sleep. Not like this really. It's a different thing. We normally try to extend our existence, which we have in the waking state, to the sleep and dream state. That's not going to happen. You have to step back. You have to go deeper than what you are when you wake up. But backward journey, not extending yourself so much that you become a constant self. This presence in the morning is only limited to the waking state. You have to go backward, like wake up from the waking state, wake up from the presence, experience your presence as some experience. Then you are that which is in all three states, no? Like this. It's a very natural knowledge. Please understand this. Don't try to, you know, make it so much complex like this. Feel more, experience more. You will know. Even a little bit of knowledge that, yeah, that's true really. It just makes no sense that I will not be there. But do you feel this is good, or I'm just talking to myself?
It's beautiful. Yes, it's doing something. I don't know.
Yeah, make it just clear more.
Yeah.
So very good. Thank you. Thank you.
Mwah. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you. Nice talking to you. Thank
Thank
you for
you.
also giving me this name, Joyness. No, you give.
Yes, beloved, join us. That so suits you. It suits you so beautifully.
Yeah. I also feel like this same for all of you because this is your nature also. No? There is no need to be
I'm
seen.
recognizing it slowly. Yes, it is true.
Yeah.
It is true.
Like you can very much understand the difference between being serious and sincere. No? Being is being that you are sincere, not serious really. It doesn't need to be serious about anything. But it, of course, naturally is serious, sincere, meaning committed, responsible, like this. Joyful and sincere, like this. That's what you are, every one of you. Actually.